Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd like to thank all the people that are coming, at least to my newsletter. My newsletter I put out once a week is to take people from day one of learning how to invest all the way to actually putting the money in and investing. My newsletter is called the 40 hour fortune. Uh, you can click that QR scan and go get that newsletter. Uh, but what I want to do here on YouTube is like take people and kind of change the mindset that we have as people. Our mindset is a worker mentality. We don't think about or attempt to get into the game of money. The game of money is the stock market. That's where the money flow every day, and we have to change our mindset as regular people, because regular people are on the stock market every day too. And our mindset is regular people. I got a friend that he works for Amazon, and he's always complaining about Amazon. Like always, the workers too hard, they don't care, they do this, they do that. So what I told him is, who do they care about? They care about their customers. No. Who do they care about? They care about themselves. No. Who do they care about? They care about their investors, their shareholders. That's who they care about. You always hear them on TV saying they care about their shareholders. So I was like, dude, buy stock, become a shareholder, get some of that back. I mean, when you think about the game of money, you at your job, you working hard, you probably know by now they don't care about you, but you don't understand and you don't see the game of money being played on you. Like you have a hourly price that you make, and then they'll come and they'll tell you, hey Rodney, you're doing a great job, and because of it we're going to give you a raise of 25 cents. We're going to give you a raise of 50 cents. I don't know what companies give people raises now. All I know is it probably just don't make sense, like it didn't make sense to me when they were telling me, 10 cents. On the same token though, another person, a high up executive in the company, manager in the company, they getting paid way more than you, less work. When the company goes out of business, they get a parachute pay. You get locked out at the door. They ain't even told you that the company was going to close. They paid off these other people in advance to make sure that their lives is going to be fine. And who was doing all the work? You. So what I want to do is change your mindset. Let's get in the money game. Let's get rid of all of these myths that's not true. A friend of mine told me about the stock market. It's gambling. I'm gonna lose my money. All of this stuff is not true. It's not true. And what I want to do is, not only do I want to show you guys that that's your myth of how you think about it is not true, I want to show you that the average person with just a little money, you don't got to have a lot. You can have $10 a week. You can have $10 a month that you actually put on the stock market, right? But in order to get there, you have to change your mindset. You want to be financially free to do whatever it is that you want to do. You got to change your mindset. You got to get rid of all of this myths and fears that you have. Saying stuff like, I don't have enough money. It's too risky. It's too late for me. You got to get rid of all of that mindset. I'm here to help you get rid of that mindset. I'm here to take you hand by hand. You know, I'm not an expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I ain't none of those people. I've been doing this 2 years. I learned on my own, which means if you learn something, you can teach something. If you have teaching skills, I've always had that, right? Because I've always believed that anything anybody else can do, I can do. They had to learn it. Somebody built a house, you can build a house. Why? Because they had to learn it. They had to get the books, they had to study. They weren't born to just build houses and have no knowledge of how to do that. So the knowledge is out there. I want to give you the knowledge. I want to take you step by step by step. We want to get your budget, you know, because a lot of people feel like they don't have the money. And the truth is, you just don't have a budget. Your budget is not tight. You know, in the world today with all of this stuff going on, you got to be able to ride past McDonald's. I want you to ride past McDonald's, but what I also want you to be able to say when you do that is I am a shareholder of McDonald's. I'm a shareholder of Wendy's, Pizza Hut, DoorDash. I own stock. That's where I want to get you. That's the mindset I want to get you to. And it matters. It matters a lot. The one thing about the stock market, it really can change your life. The stock market is changing me and my wife's lives. It is. It's changing our lives. I want to be able to do the same thing for the people out there that are average people. We are average people, and we're doing this. And I want to be able to get the average people. I want to be able to get the people that don't believe that this could happen for them. I want to be able to get the people that are out there busting their ass, like my friend for Amazon. I want to get him to invest in the company that you're working for. They don't care about you, but if you got ownership, they care about the investors. Every 3 months they do a report to the investors, hey, this is how we doing. And I know right now you guys are hearing on the news that because of the war, because of all of this, the stock market is dropping, and they telling you all of that. Whatever they tell you is actually the opposite. The other thing that I'm gonna teach you is we were taught that red means bad. Red is wrong. Green means go. On the market, red is the best thing that you can see, because that means it's going down, and what goes down is going to go back up. The other thing I do in my newsletter is I have a list of stock that have went down 20 to 50%. I give that in my newsletter. The reason is you're talking about really great companies like Meta, like Amazon, like Microsoft, like Netflix. They're not going anywhere no time soon. So what that means is when they go down, when you see on the news the price of their shares went down, you will learn with a different mindset. You will learn that that means it's time to buy. As it's going down, you buy. not when it gets up. As it's going down, you buy. Good example. Gold and silver for the past really year, but what we heard on the news the past 6 months, 7 months, gold, silver went up like that. Now they're telling you gold and silver is coming down like this. What did that mean for you? That means buy, not buy up, buy down. Because gold is going to be there, silver is going to be there, they need it, right? Palantir. We heard about Palantir all last year. Great praises for Palantir. Palantir stock went down. What does that mean for you? Buy. Red, buy. Palantir, they're not going anywhere. Nvidia, they're not going anywhere, right? So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to take you step by step by step by step. Every one of my episodes is going to be another step on how you get there. It's going to teach you stuff like why prices go down and go up, supply and demand, news. The news is important. There's stocks that react on the news, right? I'm going to show you, and I'm going to go through the S&P 500, which is the 500 companies, top companies, most of them tech and all of that, and it just kind of takes them all together, and you can invest in that too. That is almost 30% down now. You know, it was up 697 or something. I think today it was down to like 650, right? That's like $40 a share. The Dow Jones, I'm gonna show you stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you the different brokers, because I remember back in the day, you had to put $10, $15, $20,000 to put in a brokerage to start your account. Now they have stuff like Robinhood, Moomoo, you know, Webull. I'm gonna show you all of that. I'm gonna tell you the difference between them. Fidelity, Schwab, what I'm gonna show you the brokers, then you decide which one's the best for you. But stuff like Robinhood, you can open that account. I'm gonna leave the links and stuff down there. And yes, if you click that link, you know, you know, that helps me out too. I'm an affiliate of all of these companies. So if you click that link, yeah, you know, I'll help. I get help too. So, you know, I'm not doing it for that. I will explain all of those to you, step by step, walk you through. You know, if you get confused, leave a comment and I'll answer. Here's how you do this. Here's how you do that. And like I said again, I just want the average person, because financial situations, the war, everything that happens with money, it hurts only you. It hurts you. That's why they say on TV, on the news, your gas is gonna go up, your food is gonna go up. None of that stuff hurts wealthy people. You know, and if it does, they just go to their villa in the south of France. It hurts you. So we want to change the mindset. We want to get your first investment, get you to the point where you understand it enough to take the chance. Because, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've lost a lot, especially when I started, right? You can lose in this field, but you also can change your life, your kids' lives, and your grandkids' lives. And that's what I want to do. I want to show you what makes a good investment. You know, what's the growth potential of that company. I want to get you to understand the charts. You know what, like, what what does these candles mean? You know, these are candles. I want to show you what all of this on this chart, what all of it means, what all of this stuff down here means. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to keep going through it until you understand, you have a good knowledge of what charts mean. You have a good knowledge of all of that. Like I said before, click that QR code right there. Get the newsletter, because I also feature two companies, two gift companies. Like I featured MP 6 months ago. MP, and I just give you the stock ticker, but MP, when I featured it to people, MP their stock was it might have been 35. It went up to like 120 per share. You know, almost $60-$70 per share. And when you think about it, if you owned 1,000 shares and it went up $50 a share, that's 1,000, that's what, $50,000? Let me see, man. 50 times 1,000. Yeah, $50,000. That's what I'm saying. We gotta change our mindset, man. You know, because the way things are happening now, what we were paying attention to the war, and they just did something with the banking system the last 2 weeks. You know, if you want to find out what they did with the banking, go on YouTube, Google it, and read it. You know, the things that we don't know is what's hurting us. The things that we are not learning is what's hurting us. There really ain't too much of a difference between people that become wealthy and people that don't. There ain't that much of a difference, especially now with all of this technology. The difference has always been, most of these people that are wealthy they weren't raised with a gold spoon, a silver spoon in their mouth. They learned, they sacrificed, they put the time in, and they became wealthy. We have to start doing that too. We have to start putting the time in to learn. We learn how to do everything else. We learn how to dance. We learn the game of sports. We learn the game of everything. And we give the game of money to somebody else. You know, our financial advisor. Advise yourself. Learn for yourself. Learn the game. If you want to learn the game, join me. I want to teach you the game. I want to show you the game. I want to break the game down for you. We're going to go through bull markets and bear markets. How to buy, how to hold. Patience. You got to have patience in this game. You know, sometimes you just got to sit. You just got to sit and you got to wait. You know, buying the dip. You hear people talking about buying the dip. That's what's happening now. The dip is when it's going down and then it dips and comes back up. You go down, you're buying as it's going down. That's called dollar cost averaging. And because we never know where the bottom is at. So you don't want to wait till you get to the bottom, because it could come straight back up just like that. You want to be down here when it go up like that. So you want to buy when it's coming down, dollar cost average as it's coming down. We're going to talk about risk. We're going to talk about how to grow, emotional investing, social media traps. listening to people. Yes, I'm on social media right now, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't care about millions of views. If I got 5 people that are regular people that just want to listen to what I'm saying and go on the journey with me, because I'm a regular person. I want to be able to say to you guys 3 years from now, I'm a multi-millionaire, me and my wife. And I want you on that trip with me. So if you want to join me, I'm gonna do these at least once a week. Like I said, go join the newsletter. I've been doing the newsletter a while, so get the newsletter. Go back and look at all of the past newsletters. Look at some of them companies that are featured. Look at the dates, and then look at what happened with those countries. I mean, with those companies. So, like I said, join me. We gonna change our mindset.